Hello YouTube, this is Gun Kids and today I'll be unboxing the Sprayworks basic airbrush compressor with Airbrush. I've got this a few days ago, and if this is something I have been looking forward to, and I have actually checked on the net that there isn't much videos about this, so I thought that this would be a good chance to unbox this with you, and so that next time you will know what's inside it and what's necessary for this airbrush compressor. Okay, let's start. In this smaller big box here, there is a airbrush compressor, that's for sure, and it comes with an airbrush, a basic airbrush from Tamiya, and it also comes with an airbrush holder. And with every compressor, it includes a hose and also an on-off switch. Alright, this one needs a battery pack. It is a portable airbrush compressor that needs a battery pack. And one example of this battery pack would be this. This is a standard 7.2 volt for Tamiya products, and this one is only 1800 mAh. It can go to very large numbers, and this is one of the lowest that I could find. And this is the head or connector to the airbrush. So this is one battery pack that you must order if you are going to buy this airbrush compressor. Okay, back to this. At the side, we have airbrush compressor and the pictures about the side of the airbrush compressor. This is the Tamiya airbrush system, as you could see, and what this thing has is an airbrush compressor and an airbrush design for the battery pack that I just showed you, and it has enough sufficient pressure and also able to spray quite well. I have never tried this before because there wasn't much of an online data or details that I could actually refer to, so this is my first time unboxing, and I hope you guys also know something about this. Okay, let's go to the back of the box. Okay, this is about the airbrush compressor. The airbrush compressor looks like this from the front, and also this is from the side, sorry. And it comes with this kind of airbrush, but I do not know how good it is because there is nothing much online. And the power source, okay, this is an important part of this airbrush. This power source is not included. It will work with a Tamiya 7.2 volts rechargeable battery pack, but this is only sold separately. And the good thing about this portable airbrush compressor is that it is a portable one and it can be used outdoors. And if you can't find the battery, and you can go online and find the charger, it would be a great thing for you guys. But my main purpose is kind of like I have limited space, and I got the battery pack, so I thought this would be a good airbrush compressor to start with. And to note, this is my first airbrush compressor and my first unboxing video. And what I'm showing you now is what Tamiya Sprayworks HG airbrush that is compatible with this compressor. And there are currently 3 that it is shown, but I do not know if other airbrush compressor or airbrush from Tamiya will work. And the colors from Tamiya would be the standard colors from acrylic, and enamel. These two are all able to spray by this airbrush. And the last but not least, the Tamiya masking tape, which I assume all of you know what it is, so that one I do not need to say much about it. At the bottom of the box, there is nothing much, just a standard box, but at the top of the box, there is a nice picture of the airbrush and all the names about it. And lastly, at the side, Japanese printing of it, and also a picture of the airbrush compressor and the airbrush at the holder. Alright, let's start unboxing this. This is the first time I've opened this, so let's see what it comes inside. Okay, what's inside? It comes with a small little tray, perhaps. Okay, give me a minute. It comes with a small tray. From what I'm seeing, it's the cup. Right, let's start from here. The cup. The color cup, but there's no specification. Okay, sorry. There's no specification to how large is this. And on the other side, it's the airbrush holder. It is plastic material, as you can see. Okay, let's put it back. And before we move on to the airbrush, let's talk about the smaller cup that we have here. I don't really know what kind of cup size is this, but we will find out. Alright, now talk about the airbrush. Okay, the airbrush. Okay, let's put this over here. The airbrush. It's a trigger gun. From what I can see, it's kind of a spring feeling to it, and I have no idea what is all these things. Let's see. Okay, that moves. Okay, scary. Okay, so this is the airbrush. Okay, I shall not tempt much with it, but let's have a close-up. Okay, focus. Okay, focus. Alright, my crappy camera doesn't want to focus. Alright, this is kind of the air hole, and the spray starts top of the thing. Okay, let's see what there is else inside here. Oh, what's this? It seems to me like something insert underneath. Oh, something useful, I think. Alright, let's put it back, and let's continue with the unboxing. Alright, what is inside here is the air compressor, and I also see a manual. The manual. It shows, okay, here's the stuff inside the box. It has an airbrush holder. Okay, there is the wrench, air compressor, and something called cooling duct. I'm not so sure about it. And also a 17cc cup and a 40cc cup. And also airbrush and the hose. And I don't think most of you know Japanese, and it's kind of Tamiya to have written their instructions in English. So all these are dangers and cautions about the things and the notice. And the battery and the power source. It's either a AC adapter or a battery. Okay, let's go in. First things first. Okay. This is a standard Tamiya instruction manual that is like pictures and words. But the good thing is that if you don't know Japanese, you can read English. There is English. Alright, let's browse through this. English and battery connector or using an adapter, and This also has something to connect to the airbrush. On-off switch, standardized, and something that I just noticed, there is something about warning about make sure there is no air leakage in a connector. So I do not know how this works, so let's find out soon. Let's continue. At the second page, there is the airbrush that it is workable with, and a little bit of tips about thinning paint. This is from what Tamiya suggests, and I have no idea what all this is about, so my apologies. And the next page, it's about the airbrush that comes with this. So what they are saying is that this is the needle stopper. I don't really know how this works. Maybe later I'll just read through again in details. Next, there is trigger, as what you can see, and it seems that it has a paint flow trigger. Okay, first break into cup, check. Alright, adjusting the needle stopper, and I believe this is a simple thing for beginners, and it shows how to use. And this is how the spray distance should be. Yeah, and a bit of airbrush specification. This is, yeah, you guys can read it. I don't need to say much about it. The weight I got this is about 0.8 kg from what they are saying. Okay, next page. Stuff that works with this. Items that assist. A lot of you will know that Tamiya will have all this stuff, but this bucket of water seems very legit. I have never encountered Tamiya with a bucket of water. Okay, next. They are trying to say preparation for airbrush. I suppose that it's up to you guys to how you guys want to do it, and this is just a guide from Tamiya. So, airbrush caution. What's this? Open the window when airbrushing. Seems like I'm sure that as long as you use acrylic paints, there shouldn't be much of air, or I should say bad fumes for us. So maybe you can spray indoors, but if you're gonna use like lacquer paints, enamel paints, make sure you get yourself ventilated. So this is airbrush cautions, but I do not think it is kind of standard with airbrush cautions. So lastly, oh, it's not the last. Oh, okay. The next page, they're cleaning airbrush. Okay, cleaning airbrush, see, like, it shows that you press the nozzle, but I do not know how effective is this. And they are suggesting that you use a paintbrush to brush off the tip. Next, disassembling your airbrush. Seems like a very interesting thing to do, but what they are trying to say is that needle and balance weight, holder, needle holder screw, and nozzle, and all the things that can be detached. Even if I'm not wrong, the body comes into two parts, so it kind of seems like a easy assembly and also kind of easy cleaning. And needle guide, all this small little stuff. And to be honest, this is a brand new airbrush that I have never used before, so maybe we shall find out soon enough in later videos. And cleaning the needle, I'm sure all of you will know that you know how to wash your own airbrush, and this is just a basic airbrush. So for beginners purpose, the needle cannot be bent. Most important thing. and always read instruction manuals if you're ever gonna get this. And assembly, standard assembly, back again, and the last page, the parts that it's inside the airbrush. It seems to me that there are 24 parts to this airbrush, which is interesting, and I don't think I need to go through all this. And this is the parts replacement, but it's only effective in Japan. So that's it for the instruction manual, and let's move on to the big item, the airbrush. Okay, let's put the box on side and this over here. Okay, this is packed nicely and in place. A small and good airbrush compressor. Alright, so let's open this up. This is styrofoam that you don't need, and the back also. Okay, let's move this away. Alright, let's see about the compressor. Plastic film, I don't think we'll need that. And the hose. Violin hose, that seems to be good. It's kind of pretty small if you ask me. So this is the Spirit basic compressor. On off button, standard. At the bottom, nothing fancy about it. At the back, top, back. Alright, let's see what does this have to say. Specifications. Alright, focus. Alright, nice. Okay, this is the specification of this, and I believe this is for the AC adapter. Alright, at the back, from what I read from the instruction manual, you open this up and it should pop out a cable. Alright, let's see. I have not charged this in a long time, so let's see if it has enough batteries. Alright, let's make the connection. Okay, connection done. So this time, this is the first time I'll be activating this, and this is the hose. Alright, so let's start. Oh, my apologies, but I think that my battery is out of battery, but let me see if I can get another one and try our luck. Alright, okay, connection. Alright, let me see, give me a minute. Okay, let's try it once more time. Oh, alright. Seems like both of my batteries are out of battery, so my apologies. I will talk about it in another video. Okay, so here is the battery port for easy storage, and it's really a small thing. Alright, and a hose. So if you like this video, subscribe, comment, like my video, and I'll see you soon.